Kirov reporting.
Hello and welcome. My name is Anthony Albert, this is Racing Hub Digest, and we are ready to go. Today we're gonna talk about the best way to finish last in Formula 1, about who is riding Max Verstappen Torpedo, and how a green technology will save your damn ecology. The year finally kicked off with the whole 3 races in Daytona. IMSA Weather Tech Rolex 24 Hours, which was won by Acura team. Then the legendary Daytona 500 with Michael McDowell as a winner, and a good old super speedway wreck. And a week later, another NASCAR event brought us a new face on the victory lane. Christopher Bell won his first Cup race, this time at Daytona Road Course. Welcome to the show, Christopher. Great job. Briefly about presentations. McLaren is back with Mercedes now for the win. Probably to make it even more fun, they hired Daniel Ricciardo to drive alongside Lando Norris. Now there are 2 paddock comedians in one place. Will it help to win at least something? Nobody knows. Probably not. But for sure, it will be fun. Alfa Romeo. These guys look like a Lenin in the mausoleum. Same, monumentally last. The team of Captain Fantastic, Kimi, Giovinazzi, Kubica, Poland, Point. Looking at this lineup, you can learn a lot about how to finish last in almost any race. Alright, I'm kidding. Kimi is great. Another Alpha, Tori. Can't say much about these guys. The car was white and blue. Now it's blue and white. The rumor says that they have to be ready to consume even more sushi than they were forced to after the swap to Honda. Ferrari. Next to Charles Leclerc, we are going to see Carlos Sainz Jr. And that's a pretty interesting mix, I must admit, in the light of recent events, with Mika Sala's long tone involved. We can hope that without forced engine limitations, Ferrari will burn. I expect a couple of surprises from Maranello-based team. That is for sure. And lastly, Red Bull Racing. I did not forget about these guys, no. Finally something new. There are bulls in the car livery, and that's it. Dr. Helmut Marko told the press that they gonna win a damn championship, and this time, for sure.
I do want him to go down in the 4th. And I do mean it this time.
In parallel, the youngest Formula 1 future champion, who is driving already for 7 years, preparing to take a title in another discipline. Max is busy trying to impress a single Brazilian mom. Russian Torpedo's ex-girlfriend and mother of his daughter, Kelly Piquet, took a ride on Max Verstappen's Torpedo the other day. As the media says, it was fun and hilarious. According to photos, the ride was pretty enjoyable. But there is always this shitty but, like it or not. Well, it looks like Max is thoroughly following a pattern. Daniel Kvyat's pattern. Starting with teams, cars, now girlfriends, all the same. So what is next? From what I can remember, Kvyat is out of Formula 1 for good. So I wonder, maybe Verstappen is next. Let's hope not, but you know. And a couple of words about ecology. Being a Formula One fan since 1992, I am terrified of things happening with the sport these days. In the matter of speaking, of course. Formula One bosses, teams, drivers, mechanics, and even janitors, every of a sudden started to be concerned about ecology. They even came up with a term, zero impact engines. And as usual today, it does not really mean the thing it seems to mean. It is not something like the new Formula One or NASCAR engines will be free of CO2. Practically, the same fuel will be burned in pretty much the same burning chambers, absolutely the same way as the Volkswagen diesel engines did before the Great Revival. The one and only difference would be is that it is using biofuel. The same kind shit created from natural and growing components. Great idea. Not mentioning the amount of land and resources needed to grow that fucking shit. In reality, it means that we are still going to destroy the planet. That's for the ones who think they can. But not in Canada. Somewhere in China, which is of course a different story. Why not? China will do the job. It's like pretty much the same way Canada ships plastic to the Philippines. Then plastic is thoroughly dumped into the ocean. But that is also a different story. Let's get back to Formula One. Imagine how many planes and how far these planes travel to make just one Australian race. It seems that all the Formula One in, let's say, I don't know, last 20 years produced less CO2 than airplanes do, carrying this circus of mechanics, team bosses, press, and Sir Lewis Hamilton himself from Europe to Australia and back in just one round trip. Come on, tell me now about the zero impact of the last year's Australian Grand Prix. And right after that, tell me how to get poor modifying engines to use the whole 10% of biofuel instead of 5, as it is now.
We're so self-important. So self-important. Everybody's going to save something now. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails.
Well, it looks like this is all for today. Please subscribe, like or dislike this video, leave comments and ring the bell. Stay tuned. See you next time.